Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Trends KA. It's yet another Thursday already, and I just want to thank you for always tuning in. We are doing our 13th episode, and you've been with us all along. Thank you very much for always tuning in to the alternative voice. If you're watching us on Facebook, kindly follow our page. If you're watching us on YouTube, kindly follow our YouTube page. Thank you very much for those who are already sending in their comments. You're always on time. Asante sana Alex Onsaze kama kawaida. I think you're always the first person to send the comment as always. So just a lot has been happening this week. A lot. And just this evening, the debate on the BBI has been going on the appeal. Wengine wanasema reggae isimamishwe, wengine wanasema reggae is still on. Talking of reggae, actually today's court proceedings, my lords and ladies, I got interested by one lady called Esther Angawa. That girl is very smart. I really enjoyed her presentation. That's what has been happening, among other things. Euro 2020 has been happening, and things have not been going well for very many people, including some of you and some of us. Speaking of which, there was a group you people are calling the group of death. Wale watu wamekuwa wakifuatilia Euro 2020. So unfortunately, the group of death died a horrible death, all of them. And everyone had hopes that that's the group that was actually going to carry the champions. But being the group of death, as you had called it, it died. A not so natural death. Yeah, I'll be showing you a picture there of some emotions that happened within 1 minute. And that is what actually defined the whole game. Last time ile game ilikuwa inacheza ya France na ilikuwa Switzerland. Man, that was terrible bana. Watu waliangushwa pale na jamaa wetu fulani hapo, tunakuanga tumemwaminia mbaya sana. That guy was sad at the 89 point something minute, and the 90th minute the guy is on, and that's how France lost, just like that. Let's get away from football first, and there has been a lot that has been trending online this week. Speaking of which, K24 posted a clip, na hiyo ndio kitu imekuwa ikifanyika sana huko nje. Imekuwa nikisikia kila mtu akisema anafinya wengine, atiwe mind your own business. Ukimind business wengine utafinywa. So K24 posted this clip of a story they did some long time ago. Hata ukiangalia hiyo logo inakaa mzee ya kitambo sana. Let's have a look at this clip.
Huku tunatumianga stima ya mulika mwizi. Naona zile za wizi. Hizo ndo zinatumia.
Takufinya. Huyu jamaa anaongea kama cartel bwana. That guy looks like a cartel. Yaani ukiongea mambo unajua buda. Kama ujue wewe uliza serikali kupatie kazi, hapana ongea mambo ya watu wengine. Omosha kwa hapo amekungoja na unaongea hapo mambo ya stima. Utafinywa. Haya. Alafu kuna mtu kweli alifinywa kufinywa. And speaking of men of God, sasa kuna pastor alienda kuombea mtu. Huyu mtu anaombewa anafaa kuwa anaanguka chini, lakini yeye amekataa bana. Akaamua kuingia pastor vita. Why respect men of God bana. My producer can play that.
Kwa damu ya Yesu Kristo wa Nazareth. Kwa damu ya Yesu Kristo wa Nazareth. Kwa damu ya Yesu Kristo wa Nazareth. Fire, 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 fire. I fire you. I fire. Choma kwa moto. Piga kila roho zote na giza. Kwa damu ya Yesu. Fire, fire. Fire in the name of Piga kwa moto. Kwa damu ya Yesu Kristo wa Nazareth. Na moto, 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 moto. Moto, 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 moto. Moto, Kristo, moto, moto.
Well, yeah. Imagine, you just imagine you are in that situation. How would you behave? And some things it's really hard to even give a comment on. I'm seeing many of you are already tuned in and you're already sending in your comments. Also stay tuned in. That's the millennial Christian anasema shapika. Julie, thank you very much. Nimekuona. Orio Samuel, mambo ya trending achie Trends KE. Wewe ameambia serikali kupatie kazi bwana, usifinywe bure. Thank you very much. Best star prof as always is tuned in. Who else? Eunice Mwangi. Leo mimi ndio wa pili. Makofi ndio hiyo. Na tusha sanitize. Who else? Best star prof. Makofi ya Eunice ashapokea. Paul Kisia is tuned in from Kanairo. In Nairobi kuna weather mbaya. Paul Kinuthia tuned in from Nairobi. JK is watching live from Nairobi. KK, you look good. Thank you very much. Who is that? Asanyo Maina Isaac. Moi University Radio in the alternative voice. Thank you very much, Maina Sansana. Don Applejacka, Flying Man. That's a producer all the way from India. Hapa mimi ndio T-Master, chai iko kwa wingi. Watching from Eldoret. Thank you very much, Clip Mantisa. Who else? Bilha Joy, Bilha from Narok. Asante sana Bilha. We had her last week. Watching from Kochi in India. Wash hands, sanitize. Tusha sanitize don. Asante sana. Thank you very much for tuning in. We still have several stories here for you, and we have some post-Vasha chronicles. While in Naivasha, some people were left behind. Walienda na Subaru guys, wakaenda wakabaki huko, and that girl you are seeing on kwa side mirror, kuna mtu alimpiga picha na side mirror. That lady was left behind. She had to go and get picked by a relative. I think that lady looked like the mother. I'll be playing you that clip. Vile wasichana wanafanya mama zao huku nje. We, si fair by the way. That clip is coming up. Hurumieni wazazi wenu pia nyinyi mkinini while you are doing your thing. Actually, speaking of that, I was referring to another meme and I asked a question. Not actually a meme. I think most of you know the guy who goes by the name Amerix. He is the guy who always owns the streets on Saturdays with Masculinity Saturday. So Amerix posted a thread saying that if you find a lady who drinks a lot, goes partying, and does all that, you should. She's not the kind to marry. So I saw guys sharing that, and most of the guys that were sharing that clip drink with their ladies. And I asked that question. Kuna watu walikuja inbox yangu wengi wakiniambia sisi wale madem tunaendanga nao kukunywa, we can marry them. So I have nothing to say about that. Yes, speaking of post-Basha chronicles, these kids, I want you to have a look at these kids who made their own rally. Lakini kuna kitu tu moja mimi naofia kwa hiyo clip. Watoto wanatoka mbio na rally yao inakaa ya nini? It's even faster than that one of our guy Rai. Let's have a look at that clip. I don't know if any one of you was afraid as I was looking at those clips. Well, anything can happen. And so recently, let me take you to another story that has been happening on these streets. And let's talk about Diamond. So Diamond went to the BET Awards ceremony, and he represented the East African community. He was dressed in all Maasai attire. Very many people have been imitating this. Just look at that. Hiyo representation ilikuwa kali sana kutoka kwa Simba mwenyewe. You see, although he did not actually win, the BET, because as I will be showing you on another picture, this was won by one Burna Boy, and Burna Boy is actually the same person who also won the other award as well. Let's have a look at that. And Grammy Award winner. He also won the Grammys. He came and also scooped the BET. And the guy on the street is now Burna Boy. He has taken over. He won. In the race, we had Wizkid, we had Diamond from Africa, we had some guys from Europe as well. But Burna Boy went with it. There was so many politics around that from Tanzania. Watu wanasema Diamond anapiga siasa sana, is supporting a government that is not so good to the people. It had a lot of politicking actually, and I don't know if that politics that was around that had anything to do with Diamond losing, but that was it. Alafu story ingine ilikuwa inafanyika kabla tuende kwa story ingine yenye ilikuwa inafanyika ya Natasha. Let's pay some bills, and the bills we are paying is for Omosh. Tumeambiwa huku tusilale, by the way. Ukilala na Omosh anakutegemea, hiyo unafanya makosa. You should go out and work and bring something on the table for Omosh. Speaking of which, there is a clip that surfaced online, allegedly of Omosh seen drunk. Let's have a look at that clip. He is drunk, if that clip is anything to go by and if it's recent, and then the guy makes it even on the budget. I think the government, actually we will have a look at that receipt I saw there. It looks like a payslip. Omosh is somewhere there with your taxes. Mkilipa taxes, kuna percentage inafaa kuendea Omosh. Have a look at this. Just look at that. Hapo chini kuna Omosh. Omosh yako kwa payslip yako, by the way, unafaa kuwa unamlipa kitu kidogo hata akienda kulewa, na anaitisha tu, anataka nini? Anataka tripod na kamera peke yake, alafu akiwa amemalizana na nyinyi muende huko. Ana shida na nyinyi, after you have paid him, that's enough. So please wake up in the morning, go to work, and remember Omosh is on your payslip. I don't know what you people think about that. Kenyans actually, Wakenya wanakuanga na roho mzuri sana. Ukipatwa na shida, they will come through for you. But some people end up taking advantage of the goodness and spirit ya harambee. Hiyo spirit ya harambee watu wanaiabuse sana. So we were speaking of men of God. Mimi niliambiwa nisikuwe nikiongelelea men of God sana sana in bad spirit. But today something was happening last week, actually. It was this week, about Reverend Natasha. She was trending all over social media. Someone came up with a story. Kuna mtu alienda aka create account from what came afterwards. So this person creates an account, comes up with a long story of what happens in that ministry, Reverend Natasha. So it is said that there is so much that the lady who did that, if that lady exists or it was just someone behind an account, that there is so much that meets the eye in that ministry, and there are so many things they are exchanging there other than just the word. That's what was going on. But then later that account was disabled and we are being told it was all a lie. Wale hamjapata hiyo story, hiyo uhondo yote ilikuwa inafanyika. Kuna mtu aliandika hapo story inakaa movie ingine inashtua. So Reverend Natasha came out to say it was all a lie. That person who wrote that does not exist. They just used someone else's face on that, and tukaiondokea hivyo. So let's assume that it was all a lie, and that's actually what happened. Did not happen. Down there, and all of them were going live. Unfortunately, ilikuwa mbaya sana, by the way. And after that, someone, I think Jimal, went and bought flowers to them. This is how Ambare received those flowers. And decided to Amira decided to bin them and send them to the dustbin. That's how she responded to that. So it means someone has rocked another person's house. So let me remind you, we shall be having a discussion in a few minutes, about 3 minutes. We are going into a discussion with our guest today. You saw her last time when we were hosting the husband. Then we are going to host Zuzana tonight, and we shall be talking about their love story. Come with your questions, your comments, and your engagement. Looking forward to that discussion. So if you are here for the discussion, please, we have just about 2 minutes and we are getting into that discussion. Yeah, thank you very much. I can see most of you are tuned in and you're sending in your comments. Lastly, kuna jamaa tao ameanza kazi. Yeah, that's about the show. We are having that discussion with that lady tonight. Anaitwa Zuzana Omondi. So we are looking forward to that discussion. Kuna jamaa hii town Nairobi ameanzisha kazi yake, kazi ya kuonyesha watu direction. So if you arrive to Nairobi CBD and you are lost, this guy gives you direction and you pay the guy just 10 bob only. That's a very legit hustle, because kuna watu wengine wanaweza uliza direction na kupoteza. Can we have a look at that clip?
Aya basi, karibia customer, usipotee tao, uliza hapa direction 10 bob peke yake na kuelezea tao mzima. Mimi ni mtu nimemeza Google Map, najua tao mzima. Madam, usipotee town, mimi nimemeza Google Map, so I am a compass direction you can trust. Usipotee tao, 10 bob peke yake ni kuelezea direction ya tao mzima. Boss, unakaa ni kama umepotea, kuja ni kuelezea pale unaenda. Boss, tuna support kazi pia, usitikie kupotea town. 10 bob peke yake, 10 bob.
That guy is saying he has the whole Google map of Nairobi town. So if you are in town, instead of asking someone for direction, umesikia kidnappings zimekuwa nyingi by the way. Utauliza mtu akutume kona ingine uende ukute huko. So 10 bob and you find yourself to the right place. If you don't do that, you will find yourself on the wrong place, like this other guy here. This guy who decided to, on live TV, live, aliamua kuitisha waajiri wake pesa, mshahara hajalipwa. Let's have a look at that clip.
Is to become president. In sports news, sports league battles to the end. Away from the news, ladies and gentlemen. we are human beings. We have to get paid. Unfortunately, on KBN, we haven't been paid. People are getting instruments on KBN. Tapero Josimata, Sharon, and everybody else haven't been paid, including myself. We have to get paid.
You can't usicheze na kazi ya watu by the way. You see the guy was just cut live. Walimkata wakamtoa on air. Huwezi cheza na kazi ya wenyewe na watu wako hapo kuunda pesa. And the guy refused to go down alone. He had to mention a few other colleagues aseme hawa ndio sisi hatujalipwa nao. Live on air during news time. But we are done with the trending topics tonight. Some might come up later on, but we're getting into that discussion, and I can see many of you are tuned in. Shirukim is saying today, I tuned eagerly to listen to Zuzana. Last time she was such a vibe. We're waiting for her. Sero, fanya chap chap. Nacheza kama mimi, ndio huyo anakam, just in a few. Who else? Victor Tora Mogire, Nakuru is watching with Violet Karani. Thank you very much. Trushiru Susan ni ule mzungu wa skate. Pia hapa tunangoja. Yeah, she's coming, and that discussion is going to be lit. JL Empire, as always. Paul Kinovia, Debbie Terry, Alight Mohonja, just tuned in. Thank you very much, Alight. Marlin Moja, thank you very much. Bilha, as always, thank you, Bilha. Eldoret New Horizon Skating Club. Leo wamekuja wote mpaka na club nzima. We are waiting for the best love story. We are all waiting for that. And this discussion, we are going to have it with none other than Zuzana. Hello, Zuzana. Thank you very much for accepting actually to come for this discussion tonight. Good evening. How are you doing? Kindly unmute your mic.
Thank you very much for welcoming me and inviting me for the show.
Yeah, actually everyone is waiting for this discussion, and I can see you're having your daughter there. What's her name?
She's called Anna.
Yeah.
And honestly, I tried to put her aside, but she's crawling from all the house up to this room to just be with me. So that's why.
Yeah, even last time when we were talking to Ben, we could hear her, and it's nice to also have Anna on the show. So kindly tell us your story. How did you and Ben meet? If we can start from there.
Yes, we can start from there. So, like, actually, it was nobody would say at the beginning when we met that it would be love story, because we met through skating, as he said at the beginning. So, but the thing was, like, the time when we met, there was no interest between each other. So I was not really much interested into him, and even him to me. So maybe at the end of the day, that was the thing which made us together, because for me, with all humble what I have inside of myself, like I was very much often approached by Kenyan guys, like called for like to go outside or like spend time chatting, what, but I didn't really have time for it. And it was, I knew that it is just because of the color of the skin that they feel to have some adventure. So they just wanted to try something new. So I was really resistant to whoever approached me, so I was like really like I'm not interested, and if you are going to continue this way, so there our friendship is done that way. So with Ben it was very nice because we have started as a friend, and at the beginning I wouldn't say that he will be my husband one day. But through skating we spent a lot of time together just because of the skating, and basically I love the way how he is. I fall in love with his heart, the way how he was kind to the people, and how he was honest. He was not pretending. He was not playing the roles in front of me, like, or in front of the friends. So he was naturally the way how he is, and that is what really attracted me. So once we met through skating, so we made friendship. We knew more about each other, and that was the time when he was starting his studies at Polytechnic as a electrical engineer. And he was studying. Those who are from Eldoret, they know that this campus is in town. And Ben is coming from other part of Langas called Kasarani, which is very far from his school. And even at home, he didn't really have good conditions for studying. He didn't have electricity at the house. So since I saw how he was passionate about studies at school, once I suggested him that I was staying by myself at house, and I was telling him, like, look, if you want, you can stay with me just as a friend. I was like, you can stay with me, you can study here. You have light here, so there is no problem. Even when you go to school, it is closer for you. Even I had bicycle, so I told him, like, once you have early morning classes, you can use the bicycle, so you don't need to spend the money for transport. And since he's
Yes.
sporty guy, he was very, very much for it. So that was the time when we start to live together. And through the living and basic things, the way how we were assisting each other with cooking dinner, with cleaning house, like together evenings when we were having supper, talking. So these were the things which made us to know each other better, and where we get closer. And I saw him from different way when he was, let's say, with the friends, and when he was in the group of his friends mates, let's say. And now the side when he was with me, and the way how we were behaving. So I really had strong, even we were talking a lot about his life and what he went through. So I have very strong feeling about the people in general. Like I can say that I can feel if the person is honest, and if he or she means things nice. I am really observing the person in a way, like how he's treating other people. And these were the things which I was observing about Ben, without any intention, because we were just really friends, and it all started at the beginning with a very nice friendship. And we liked the same things. We used to go for nature. We didn't spend the money like for some expensive, like going for restaurants or what. For us, the best thing was like going to the nature, sit on the grass, watching waterfall, just walking somewhere where like there are trees. And so we like adventure, which was connecting us. So these small things just brought us together. And then at some point we felt it in the same time. I felt that something is growing in me, which is not just a friendship. And Ben, he had it also. Though I'm always like, I never start first. So I was just waiting until he tells what he feels, and then I just prove from my side.
Let me ask you a question first. And first, you from your explanation, you've said that it was not love at first sight.
Yes.
And So how did it happen? That's what you are getting into, and why not you to go first? If you like someone, why don't you just tell them that you like them?
Like honestly, from my heart, I have never really, like, I didn't have any feelings at the beginning for Ben. Uh,
Yeah.
like even like he was okay, he was skater, but like okay, so I was not really interested. And I think he knew that I like him and I really appreciate him as a friend. The way how I was treating him when we were living together, I like I was trying to prepare nice food for him, but just it was like mother feeling, let's say. I wanted him to feel nice here. I wanted him to get nice food, so to get nice sleep, like to sleep in nice clean bed sheets, so he get comfortable sleeps, then he can get quality day ahead. He can have a lot of energy for his studies. He can have a lot of energy for the sport. So it
Yeah.
was just like something which I care about the person. I know that he's nice. He was also caring about me. So this was the way how it grown. So I was maybe like showing him my friend love through the actions. Sometimes, or what I believe is like action is more than saying. You might be saying somebody, oh, I love you, I love you, I love you, I love you 100 times, but sometimes it's more important what do you do for that person.
What?
And then
Yeah. What kind of action are we talking about in this case? Because the actions outside here, some people want to hear ding ding, M-Pesa you have received. That's when they know that that's an action for real love.
hapana, hapana. It is not like that, like as I told you even the last time, like money and like money are important, okay? Also, like the things which you have also at the end of the day, they are important, but it should not be something where the relationship is built on, because one day your husband or even the wife, they might be successful today, they can have a lot of money, but then something can happen, and it cannot be maybe even their problem. It can be maybe economical issues. They just get bad luck, and somebody will fire them at job, and now they stay without the money. But that is not what is important. The more important is how the person is inside. So if the husband is hardworking, even if he lost the job which was bringing 100,000 per month, now he's just hustling. But once when I see that this man is doing his best, even if he can't provide today, so let me try even provide myself. So basically what I want to say is important is how the person is. Once the person is hardworking and works towards what he or she wants, so that is
Yes.
more important. Or also the true love. If your partner really loves you, he will do he will do whatever he or she can do just to make you happy and satisfied. And
Yes.
I'm grateful that we have money for our living. I am grateful that we have house and we have place to stay. But even honestly saying, when I was thinking about getting married with Ben, I was telling myself inside and talking to myself like, if are you really ready to live with this man, even if we are living in Mabati house or if we are living in muddy house? And my answer was like, I really hope that this won't happen, but if does, I'm really as long as he's with me and he will be always supporting me, even if we are living outside under the tree, but he's on my side, I will be happy.
Wow, wow, wow. And Benjamin Omondi, his love is live. I can see he's also watching there. And actually, you've said that, and I've remembered that word on these streets has is that in a house, if the lady is earning, from what I have heard around, if the lady is earning 100,000 and the man is
Mhm,
earning 20,000, that
mhm.
house has a gross salary of 20,000 that belongs to the man. Do you subscribe to that?
Yeah, you know, even for us, like honestly, like I'm the person who is earning more in this house, but still for me I really appreciate when I see that Ben is trying to do his best to bring something for the house. So he sometimes he's hustling, sometimes he gets lag so he can be training kids, and I'm very grateful even if it is 50 bob which he brings home. I'm really grateful, and what I really believe what he's working towards to, and it is like his skating dream, and I'm really supporting him in that, because I see his passion, I see his hard work, and even though it doesn't bring money right now, I'm telling him that now I'm in position of bringing the bread to the table now, but I believe that he will come to the position when he will take over. And even I'm still telling him, like, you are young, you are still in the time when you are trying things, when you are learning, and your time will come. So it is just for me, you know, sometimes it is hard because I'm also mother, I'm wife, and then I also have to be working to provide for the family. So sometimes it is really difficult. So that's why I talk to myself, and I'm saying, and I'm telling myself, like, just be patient, give him time which he needs, and also for me it's very important to see him happy and happy with what he does. And that's why me, for example, me, what I do, I love my work, and I really wish for him to do the same. Whatever he does out of love, and then love is a blessing for whatever you do.
Yeah. Wow. The
Sorry,
question
so
is
those are
how
light
many,
issues.
yeah. The question is how many Susans are out here, and let's see what people are saying. I know there are so many questions that are coming through. Buize is tuned in. Bobo, thank you very much. We are looking for questions. They are coming up there. Please ambia Susan, tunauliza ladies like her wanapatikana wapi? Tupe coordinates. This one is asking where are we supposed to find people like Susan? So apparently from that question, hawaonekani huku nje by the way. Where do we find them?
They are there. You just have to be praying for them to meet you, and I'm sure there are also many nice Kenyan ladies who have nice hearts, and they are also looking for a good husband. It is just you have to be patient and pray to God to receive one.
Well, I think we'll have to go for a kesha and pray. Alex on says, dear Susan, how do you find Kenyan men? I think your husband, being low, they are known for being so romantic. What if he was a Kikuyu or Mukale?
Okay, I don't know if if my baby is really romantic. I won't say that. Like how do I find Kenyan men? Like honestly, I don't really have like good opinion which will describe Kenyan men in general, because as I told you, I was not dating before. I was not interested into that. That was I didn't come for that to Kenya. Even honestly, I was not dating that much back in my country. I was always making myself busy with other things, and I was saying, like, once my man will come, he will come, and I will know it. So I was not really focused on like looking for a boyfriend. For me, it was honestly, for me, it was like wasting time, because I was very active, and for me, sometimes I felt like the man who will be with me will be just wasting my time. So I just wanting to find somebody who we will share activities and who we will share activities. So I will have fun. I won't feel that, okay, now he wants me to like sit with him and watch the football, and I feel to, I don't know, go for running or go for skating. So I was looking for somebody who has the same hobbies like me. So sorry, responding to that question. Responding to that question, I don't know, because I was not dating much or at all before Ben. I didn't have any Kenyan or even any African boyfriend. So, but I believe they are also nice.
Yeah, we are all nice people. We are all nice people. Actually, Suzanne, I have heard about you. That's best stuff from E-Town. That's Eldoret. You are so cooperative to kids. I heard. Do you speak Swahili? How did you come to Kenya? I mean, like to skate. And congrats for marrying our own. Here are some questions there. How you came to Kenya? If you came for skating, and if you
Okay.
can speak Swahili.
So first, how did I come to Kenya? So I have started as a volunteer back in Slovakia. So I came to Kenya as a volunteer. I was working in Malindi, which is coast area close to Mombasa. We have a project there, which is like daily center for kids. So I was working there for 6 months. Then I went out. I was working in Lesotho, which is South Africa. And then I came back to Kenya. And that one was Eldoret. It was 2019, whereby I got a job as a project coordinator at the place where I work currently. It is for the past 2.5 years already. So like voluntary work brought me to Kenya. And skating, honestly, I was surprised that you have roads for skating here. So once I was like, I don't know, going with the car, and I saw skaters, and I was like, wow, these guys are skating here. Because even my friends back in Europe, they were asking, like, those guys, they have roads there for skating. And I was like, what? You won't believe they have better roads than us in Europe for skating. So then I went once back to Slovakia for a like short, just family visit. I bought skates and I brought skates here. Then I was skating and I met the group, the guy called Benson Culture. And then I just asked him if I can join them for skating, and that was it. So that's why I met with Ben through skating, but otherwise, like work brought me here. And speak Kiswahili kidogo kidogo. I speak. I understand something. Like when the people are speaking Kiswahili, I can get the meaning.
Yeah.
But not like 100%. I'm really ashamed because I'm here already like 3 years and I'm supposed to already speaking Swahili, but it was not my priority, so that's why I was not learning. But I was telling my band that once we get another project here in Kenya for 2 years, I start learning, and actually we got it. So now is the time. I'm looking for a teacher. If there's some good teacher of Swahili, so let me know. Because people think that Ben is teaching me, but it is like Rada and Nyaje and
huyo Arada naye huyo Arada amekuangusha mbali sana. Well, and it's nice that you got to learn the skating, and that's how you met the love of your life. I think we will also have to get into some sports out here.
You know, it doesn't necessarily need to be like sport or skating, like whatever you love and you want maybe your spouse to also like to do. So if it is reading or if it is, I don't know, walking in the nature, it can be like, anything. It doesn't need to be necessarily sport.
Unfortunately, reading,
you know,
you can't meet someone from reading, because you will be in the house alone reading, and people are out there. I'm talking about meeting. We haven't met yet.
I know, but we have libraries, and sometimes we are meeting nice people in the libraries, but I don't know if you have such things here.
Yeah, libraries are there, but Corona happened and social distancing. Why this life is getting okay? Don has a question. Is it a question? I have not been back when he's so kind-hearted, humble, and true to himself. I taught him, and he was my best student. And again, Susan came to his life, and I think Ben got his perfect match. That's Don. And my producer had to bring up that photo from long time ago. There are so many questions that people are still asking from our audience, and we also have some photos which we will be running. Any other question? Such an amazing story. It all started with friendship. Naona mtu hapo ako na motivation. Uh, it started with friendship. How did you meet my classmate Benjamin? I think we have heard that story of how they met from skating. Someone is coming all the way from the newest city, Nakuru. That's Elizabeth Chege Tildin. Liz, okay, sawa. Thank you very much for tuning into the show. Bilha, wow. Cedric, please
We all
stop.
sanitize. Yes. I can see
Yeah.
here. Let me.
Yes.
Very
we
good. Because
sanitize.
Cedric, you are just your hands, but there is no sanitizer. Well, you should bring next time.
Yeah.
Maybe I
Just,
did.
you really need to sanitize right now because some people are getting touched. Well, you have such an amazing story, and I have seen. Tell us about your daughter. I have seen some photos, and I saw a certain clip where you have already started teaching her how to skate. You want to be a skating family.
We want to be active family first of all, so it doesn't necessarily needs to be skating. But we would like to bring her to sport, and we don't want her to be a lazy girl, but moving every time. So the way how we live, we wish her to live even better than us, because we still have many places to improve even ourselves. About the quality of our life, considering the diet and exercise, especially on my side.
Yes, and we had talked last time about discipline when we were talking to Ben, and I can see you are also disciplined. You left all social media. Some of us cannot survive a day or even half a day without social media. Tell us about that. And while you are at that, tell us about you are sporting also, because I have seen several photos where you are engaged in some other several sports apart from skating. How do you find that? How do you create time with family and the whole discipline of having everything to happen at its own time?
Thank you for the question. So my discipline, I have very far way to go, because I really wish to be more disciplined. Because I used to do a lot of sport before Ben and baby came. Since I was living by myself, and I could manage my time much better. I could plan my time very nicely from the morning till the evening. I could even plan my food, and so I was making sure that I'm eating nicely and healthy. But now, since baby came, like, priority has to be baby for me. So if she has good day, even me, I can have good day. Like, I can plan my day. I can nicely manage my family life and also my work life. But once she gets bad day, so most of my time I just have to spend with her, like to be playing with her, because she doesn't want to play by herself, or like she doesn't want to be with some other people, or there are no other people around me who I can give her to. So so now sometimes I feel more sad that I wish that to live my older life when I was more active, I was doing more sport. Like I used to be the way that like in the morning I went for swimming, then I went to job, then I went for skating, then I went to gym. So throughout the day I had a lot of, I made sure that I was doing some sport activity.
Yeah.
Now it is not really like that, though I try to be cycling or still skating. I tried to go again back to gym couple of times, but it is like once you decide to be disciplined, you have to follow the routine. And the best way is if the routine is in the same time every day. So, but now for me it is really challenging with the baby because my time and my schedule depends from her moods and like how she feels. And if I get lucky and somebody comes and take her, then I get more free time and I can do more things. But now, once I get this free time, now I have to make priorities, and priorities usually is my work. So once I get free time, I really have to make done my work tasks. So
Yeah.
for me now, though I am sad about it, like sport activities are coming like on the second line, since like my work is piling because of the baby. So once I get free time, I really try to make my job done. And then I'm again tired to do other maybe like sporty things. So I really try my best to always utilize my time and like do the best out of my time throughout the day. But
Yeah.
I have to say, even if there are some mothers out there who are watching this, they will agree with me that it is really challenging, especially we don't have house help. So all the work of the house is on me and on Ben. Even with the baby, like I'm going, if I have to work, I have to work with the baby. So I go with the baby to the office, I go to the bank, I go to the meetings. So she's just crawling down under the table, and I hope that she won't be crying or something. So it is really challenging, and it is taking a lot of my energy, which before I used to used to focus on the sport activities. So
Yes, and
now it is
sure.
it
I
is
have
quite
seen
hard.
some photos. I have seen some photos suggesting that you visited Ben's family, most probably. And I before there is one clip that you sent me of the kid playing around some chicken. I don't know if my producer can find that clip and play it. It looks so funny.
That one is funny. Your producer should put it on.
Baby, better,
That one is chicken.
better. This. No, not that way. You're supposed to pet this way. Not that, not grabbing, petting. Wewe. Yes, that way. Have you seen what I was doing? Baby, do this way. Tara, tara. Pet baby.
I I can bet there are some hens from down at our place in Western. If you play with them like that, they give the kids some real war. And
You
on
know,
that, I just wanted to ask the
uh-huh.
question: how have both families received your marriage, from your place and from Ben's place?
Okay. Shortly to the video, I don't know if our viewers saw the video, because for me it was like not really working.
Yeah,
But
they saw it.
just to say, Okay, just to say that we try also for Anna to expose her to the animals, so she won't be afraid of the animals, like to the dogs, to the cow. We are bringing her closer so she can pet them. Now you see she's not always petting, but she's even grabbing. So I'm happy that she was growing up with the cat. When she was small, this way we lie the cat on her, so she was playing with the cat. So we are making her strong in a way that she won't be afraid of the animals when they like just come closer to her. So that is towards the video. So I'm encouraging all the mothers, don't take the babies from the animals, but let them play kidogo while watching them, because they can be also hurt. And then about the families, so honestly, my father was not happy at all. He didn't expect it, because he knew that I was never dating before anybody from Africa in general, because I was not working just in Kenya, but also in Lesotho. And also I was working in India as a volunteer for 6 months. So my daddy was not really happy about that, and he really tried to persuade me for me to change my mind. But the thing was that we were already pregnant. I was already pregnant with Ben, so the pregnancy was just like the last thing which locked us together. Because for me, if I told myself, and I was brought in that like if you have baby with somebody, you are going to stay with him in bed. And I was lucky that I really loved Ben, and even when we thought that I got pregnant, even I was talking to myself and I was like, if it is with Ben, I'm okay with that, though we didn't plan. But I was like, I'm sure that Ben will be the best dad for my baby. So that is like, we already got the baby, so I was already pregnant. So my dad, he knew that he can't do much. He just had to accept, and I just told him that I love Ben and I want to spend my life with him. And I was telling my dad, like, Daddy, if you love me, you will understand and you will accept my decision. If you just want me to live the way how you want, so I'm sorry, but I will disappoint you on that point. So it was that way. So Daddy was not really happy. My mom is but he accepted at the end of the day. He really assisted us. He really assisted us with the wedding. With my mom, she's loving, and she was always supporting me in any crazy idea I had. So she has never spoke anything bad, or she was never discouraging me about the relationship. She was always like supporting me and believing in my decision. So my family was somehow like not really happy, I would say, but they accepted. And even when Ben visited Slovakia, which was the best thing, they could know him better, and I am sure up to now they really love him. And from Ben's side, I can say that I have really good relationship with mom, like my mother-in-law. She really loves us. Even this is Gogo. You can see she's from Kapkoi. Yes, there is Gogo. So I really love also the family of mother-in-law. Also, I have good relationship with the daddy, like from Ben's side, father-in-law. But the way how they accepted me, I think quite good, though I can't say on their behalf. But like we have very good relationship. We are visiting each other, like having dinners together. Like usually, mom calls us that she misses us, so we should come. She cooks for us. We sit, we talk. So then again, the family, we went recently to Luoland, and there was like big family, and even I felt like we had quite good vibe between each other. So so I think, like from my point of view,
Yes.
it depends from you, like from me, the way how I present myself, how I accept those people, how I talk to them. That is the way which determines if they accept you or if they think about you that you are strange or you don't belong to them. I'm quite simple on a way that I can sleep on in muddy house on the ground. I'm not really choosy, so anywhere I come, I survive. So
Yes, and
I think we are good with them.
time is really running up, but we shall be reading some questions from our audience. Innocent Arisa, I think you know Innocent Arisa, or Ben knows him. He's saying, when we talk of true love, I'm happy for you, Miss Omondi. Say hi to Anna. That's
Hi,
from
Nino.
Innocent Arisa. Domitila Val is tuned in. Thank you very much, Val, for tuning in. Bilha is saying actions, my friend, actions. And speaking of which, I have a question here. Before I get another question from the audience, very many people actually out here don't believe that there is this true love that exists. So many people get into relationships knowing that at some point someone will play. So let me just get in the game. They play, I get my share. Some get in for the money, some get in for other favors. How would you
Yes.
advise such a person? And then to add on that, I'm asking a quite a risky question, but on a lighter note. You have seen the drama in that clip that we played sometime on when we were playing our trends segment. What if, just what if, on a lighter note, Ben decided that he wants to add another second wife? What if? Just those two questions, kindly, if you can answer them.
Okay, so let me start. If Ben decides to add another wife, then we
Yes.
have to shift to the bigger house, so we fit there all of us.
I think, wow.
Okay, so let's
In
funny
this
times
country,
for that. So that is
Hallelujah. Thank you very much. You can proceed now.
so then now I can proceed to the another part of the question. You know,
Yes.
about that, like for those people who are not sure if like your boyfriend or girlfriend or like whoever is playing you or what. For me, again, it is hard to answer because I have never had a relationship that I would have these worries. Because for me, once I am entering the relationship with the feeling that I love that person, and it is not like, you know, I have never been dating. So for me, always, I am like a boy girl in a way that I was growing with the boys. So even that's why I came first to the skaters, because I have more to say with the boys than with the girls. I have my older brother, and I was growing up in his group. So I am like I can more talk about I don't know, the bicycles or skates or cars than about the nail polish or hairstyle or makeup or what. So for me, I used to have many boys as a friends. So usually then they were like looking for an opportunity how maybe they can approach me and we can be dating or something. But I have never been looking at the boys as a something like, let me try my best and to date with him, because I was always around the boys, so I didn't need to date with them to be meeting them. It is like, first of all, you have to go with the pure heart to the relationship. You have to know what you want in your life, the way how you want to live, like what do you expect from your spouse to have. Like usually it is, what do you see in your family? For example, my parents are still together. They are together already for 35 years or 30 years married.
Yeah.
So for me, I have never seen my parents arguing or fighting. They always, when they had some problem, they solve
Yes.
it in a privacy, and like in front of us kids, they were always behaving like everything is okay, and we are a strong family. What. So we have never seen my parents fighting, and this what I was brought in, and this what I wanted from my family to look like. So again, I wanted from my husband to love me the way how I saw that my father was loving my wife, my mom, sorry. Even me, I was telling myself that once I get my husband, I will really love him from all my heart. And I want him to be the best husband for me and also the best father to my kids. And I was just looking for it in every potential maybe boyfriend or and I could feel it from that person. Like basically, I just felt from Ben that he has good heart, and it was the only man who I felt it like very intensively, or how should I say? So
Is
it
it
is
true?
hard to advise this. It is really hard to advise.
Is
You
it
just
true
have to
that?
know what you want, and you have to have confidence.
So is it true that ladies are always look for their father in a man? For those who have been lucky to stay with their
I think
fathers.
so. I think so. Though I was saying like, no, I don't want a husband like my father at in some things. Because, for example, my father is not sporty guy at all. He really
Yeah.
has even diabetes, I think. So he's not sporty guy at all. So that's why I really wished that my husband will be sporty. So we will be like sporty family. But I am sure that Ben has some things which my father has, without me knowing. Of course, it is just something which is inside of you.
Yeah. So the time is really much gone, but we shall read a few comments before you give your final words. Lydia
Mhm.
Koech is all the way from Canada. Thank you for marrying.
Wow.
They are all the way from Canada. Thanks, Lydia. Clive Mantisa, this love is real. I can even remember how they used to skate to class with Ben before marriage. Susan, wish you long life with Ben.
Thank you, Clive. I used to come for Ben's
Ikobe,
classes.
Ikobe
Thank you,
Centrin
Clive.
is tuned in from Kitale. Who else? Alex Onsasi is saying never ulisikia wapi hakuna Kenyan ladies wana support namna hii. Which country are you from, Susan Omondi? Me, I have passport to go collect one. Like someone wants to get a passport to go and collect someone from your place. They are saying around here they are not seeing nothing.
But not all of us are the same, so
Yeah.
it doesn't mean when you come to my country that you find true love.
A question here: what challenges do you get, like from from Kenyan family? Do they expect a lot of money from you? And what was the reaction did your family and your country give? I think we've gotten that aspect from your family. You
But
explained
this
that.
is good question. Let me respond in the first part. The challenges, and if they are expecting a lot of money, this was what I was maybe worried a little bit, because people who know me, they know that I don't give out money. Even I don't understand why people are asking money from me. So what the hell? Go to work. Anyways, so for me, I used to, even if at the street I meet street boys or like some beggars, I better go and I use my time to buy them some food better than giving money, because for me, I know that they already see us Muzungus through money, so why to give them another reason to be asking every now and then? And then that is number one. And number two is that most of the time they are using this money to buy the glue or buy the drugs, cigarettes, what. So that's why I usually tell them, like, I won't give you money, but if you want, I go and I buy you food. So usually I work this way. So I am not a person of giving out money. I better, if it is somebody needy, I assist with the food or something else, the way how I can. So from Ben's side, thanks God, family is very nice. Mom is really hardworking, and sometimes even it happened like she's really like hustling basically in town, selling secondhand clothes. But many a times happened that she understands our situation. She understands that we are starting our family and we need to do our savings. So by the way, this issue of managing money, that is another topic of discussing, because sometimes I feel that many of my friends Kenyans around, they don't know how to manage their money. Once you have, you spend, and then you are crying and sitting that you are broke. So for us it is not that way. Once you receive your salary, you really have to think what you are like. You have to think about your expenses, you have to think for the future, you have to think for a case like if I lost my job and I won't have money, I need to provide for my family, so I need to do some savings. So this is really big issue, and like people around us, usually they don't understand and they just think that we have a lot of money, but it is not true. I have to think about future of my daughter and her schooling. Here in Kenya it is not cheap, so I have to start saving now for me to be able to provide for her. Even I don't know if I will have job in the future. So this is for me, and I am really trying to manage my money and think about the future and even about the risk which is future bringing. So thanks God, Ben's family is very nice, and they have never been openly asking money in a way which won't be for me, that I will feel uncomfortable, let's say. And I'm really straight. Straight. If I don't want to give, even I will tell sorry, I won't give. So.
Yeah, sure. You've said you and your money, nobody should come into that business. But unfortunately, there is someone out here called Omosh. For us, we have to plan for him in the budget also. There's a guy called Omosh who makes sure every Kenyan has to budget for him. So we shall read through a few comments before we come to your final words. Time has really gone. Nicole is tuned in. Caroline Omolo, thank you very much, Nikki, for tuning in. Senior Counsel, Willy. Viva, following. Let's sanitize. Tumesha sanitize mkuu. Sanitize yangu ni ndogo. Hii sanitize. Let's know. Wewe amekuja na mzinga mzima ya sanitizer bwana. Ni sawa. We have sanitized. Joshua Boyd is tuned in from India. We have so many people from India. Kevin Amzil is enjoying the show. Thank you very much. Alex Onsase, wow, just wow. I'm learning a lot. Me too. I'm actually learning a lot. Meshak Bashuri is saying, what a beautiful story from a beautiful person. Best Taprof, the baby. Very beautiful story. I just love it. Alex Onsase, this lady is so smart. There is an answer you gave there. Perfect answering. Wash hands, sanitize. Thank you very much. Mesha Kwashuri did not expect that answer about expanding the house. Daniel Jaka also did not expect that. Bill Hajoy, how long did they date before getting married? How long?
What?
Briefly.
What? Couple of months. we were not even dating officially. We were friends. Yes. Then we dated, I don't know, maybe 1 month. Then we got pregnant, and then after we arranged the marriage. We got married in February, actually.
Wow. And Anna,
so it was felt that it is a right thing.
Yeah. And enjoying the show and without. And just wait, have you faced challenges of racial profiling in Kenya? or has Ben faced any in your country? And what advice can you give on this issue around the world? Boyd from India, but from Kitale, is watching the show live from India.
Long life
Long live your
your
marriage.
marriage.
Let's say that.
Thank you very
those
much,
questions.
Joshua, for wishing us a long life marriage. About the racial profiling, like here for me, honestly, I don't like when the people are calling me Muzungu or shouting at me Muzungu, because it is, especially, okay, for me, if it is somewhere where they don't know me, I can have understanding for that. But if I am in the area where they already, I'm working here for 2.5 years, and better calling me my name, which they know, they call me Muzungu. That time I like feel I don't even turn on those people. I feel offended because I just feel that they see me through the color of my skin, and they don't see me through what I do, or like even they know my name. So why they are not calling me my name, or like Madam or Mrs. or whatever, but not Muzungu? Because for us, even Ben, I was telling Ben, when you are in Europe, people won't shout at you like, "Hey, you African." It is racist. We say that it is racist calling you by the color of your skin. So even when I don't know, that one you have to ask him if he felt um, racism in my country. Though Slovakia is quite racist, I would say, especially in the village, on the countryside. In the capital, not that much, but the place where I'm coming from, I don't even know if they have ever seen African person live. But with me and what I saw, I didn't experience racism in Slovakia concerning him, though he was working at one workshop of carpentry. There was a guy who had mixed feelings about him at the beginning, but then again, once he got his time and he got to know him better, then he changed his mind. I know that at the beginning, I don't know if he didn't want to shake his hands, or I don't know actually what was